Hello, Aries. I'm Claire Louise here from BeHealing.com, and this is your weekly read for the week of the 4th to the 10th of May 2020. I hope you're doing well, Aries. So, Aries, it's the weekend when I'm publishing this. It's a rainy weekend in Thailand. We've got the wet season started, obviously. It's kind of beautiful being by the pool here in the rain, falling gently on the pool. It wasn't falling so gently before, though, Aries. So Aries, it's the weekend when I'm publishing this, as I just said, and that means I've got a half price reading sale. Now this weekend it's on my soulmate twin flame reading. So if you'd like, if you're single and you're looking for that one and you would like to have guidance from your higher self of how to bring them in, you'll want one of those readings. If you're in a relationship and you're not sure whether it's the one or not, whether you should be in it or not, then you're going to want one of those readings because it's going to give you guidance. And if you're in a relationship that you think is the one and it's going well, you'd like to take it to the next level, or you'd like some guidance, you'd like to know what you're come together for, what your path is together and stuff like that, then you can book in for one of those. They are 3 pages long. I get them out within 24 hours. There's a link up there to book in. And they are, this weekend, they are 60 Australian dollars instead of 120 Australian dollars, which is about 35, 40 American right now. So great bargains to be had. And some guidance for your love life, which is cool. So let's go into what is going on for Aries. So it's a big paradigm shift for everybody this week. It's a very exciting week for everybody. I want to know what it is for Aries because I've got a lot of Aries in my chart. It's like my moon, my Venus, my Mars. It's all pretty much in Aries. And I'm born like cusp, Aries and Taurus as well. I got that fire. I do like my Aries friends as well. Aries, how good's this? You're getting woken up at the moment to getting what you want. Now, luckily, it's not that way round because when it's that way round, when the wake up card comes out first, it's like bucket of water in the face, job. And you've had that last week, didn't you? Didn't you get that last week, or was it the new moon? I can't remember. You've had that. The wake up that you've had recently, it's still kind of ongoing, but you're getting over the shock of it now, and it's leading you to what you want. That might be becoming clear already. It might have come clear that it is actually leading you to what you want. So like that wake up call could have been like a breakup of your relationship, and then you're kind of getting clear. Oh well, yeah, I kind of was ignoring the red flags, and it wasn't quite right for me, and I can see that it's probably leading me to the relationship that would be right for me. Got a fly trying to get in my face. Got it. Or you lost your job and you're kind of reeling last week and you're reeling against it, and then you've just got to this point now where you're like, okay, yeah, I can see that that job wasn't right for me, and I was kind of ignoring those signs. I wasn't making that move myself, so I can see how this might be leading me. This wake up call might be leading me to what I really want. You're seeing it because it is leading you to what you want. This wake up, this recent wake up that you've been going through, it is leading you to what you want. And so it's best to recognize that and like accept it. And I feel like you are, like I feel like you already are. Most of your Aries is you're recognizing that. So, or just being in that space of, yeah, maybe this is leading me to what I want, what I actually want. Better, better. Better's on its way. Whenever something's taken away from us, it means it's better. Better is on its way. But you're in this stage of letting go still. You get more of acceptance about it now. You've seen that it wasn't quite right for you, what you needed to let go of, what you got woken up to. You're still in the detachment process, and so write it down, journal about it, write down your thoughts and feelings about it. It's going to help you in that release process. It's going to help you let go of it better. When we write things down, when we journal, you'd be surprised what's inside of you. When we just let it go around and around in our heads, we tend to have the same thoughts over and over again. But when you write it down, stuff comes out of you, and emotions come out of you too. You can like start feeling emotions that you didn't even know that were in you. Start writing things down that you didn't even know you were in you. Just like lets the floodgates open and you're writing, it all comes out of your hand. And so write it down. It's going to help with that detachment process of letting go, because you want to get on this path to what you want as fast as you can. You want to let go. This isn't about speed. I'm not saying like be impatient and get on with it, Aries. You want to use this time to let it go, like, and help yourself, by writing it down. It's not that it's going to speed it up, it will, but it's not for that. It's to make it easier on you so that you can actually release it properly and so you can get what you want moving forward on your path. Like, why would you slow yourself down? Where is this headed this week, Aries? You have something to do, something to give, and you've got to be willing to do your thing now, to be of service in the way, to share your gifts with the world. Just be willing. This isn't a figure it all out yourself and know what it is that you want to do and how you're going to do it card. No, this is the willing card. You just need to be willing. You don't need to figure it all out. You don't need to know your path to it. You don't need to know any of that. All you need to do is say, okay, universe, I'm ready and I'm willing. I'll do my thing now. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but you show me. I'm willing. That's all you need to be, Aries, is willing. The universe, your higher self, will move you forward on that path. It will show you the way of how to share your gifts. You know, I started sharing my gifts 20 years ago professionally in this business, and it's only like in the last 8-9 years that I've been doing it solely online, which has been working much better for me than when I had a shop. And it's only in the last like 6 months that it's really, really taken off. And just because of the YouTube thing that I've been doing. And so in that same way, it's just I was just willing to do it. I was willing to do it for all of those years, and it worked for me. Don't get me wrong, it worked for me. It's been amazing. I've not had to do anything else. It has been bringing in my abundance and everything, but it's not like true abundance. It's just kept me at survival level kind of thing, no savings, that kind of thing. You know, running on a credit card debt, that kind of thing. But I can't complain. I've been living in resorts on tropical islands and on yachts and things. I've had an amazing life. But it's really kicking off now. And this Aries is saying, it's like your time now. Okay, Aries is up next. Aries is up next. All you need to be is willing. Your higher self will move you forward to do it in your way. So that was my example. It's like now I'm really aligned with doing it my way. It's like I've received the way. I just went with the idea that I had of this YouTube thing and just doing it my way. And now it's working. I was just willing. I was just willing, and I was willing to follow the intuition, those ideas that came in. And then it happened. You're being asked to do the same now. Whatever your service is, maybe you're a healer, maybe you're a reader too, maybe you're an energy healer, Aries, maybe what, I don't know. What's your thing? Just be willing. And even if you don't know what your thing is, just be willing. Be willing to being shown. Oh look, turns out you are a healer, Aries. Turns out you're a healer. Intimacy. That's very interesting. So you might not have realized this, Aries. But again, relating it back to my path and me doing these YouTube videos in my way, I'm sharing myself. I'm completely myself when I'm doing these videos. I'm sharing myself with the world in a big way now by doing this and putting myself out there. And that is the key to your path too. You've got to be willing to do it and to do your healing work and put yourself out there as the freak that you are. Fly your freak flag, just as I'm doing now on YouTube. There's not many people that react to it. Maybe people that didn't know what I did at all, but they're all kind of nicely open to it. Yeah. Some people are a bit shocked, saying, "Oh, I didn't know you did that." Because sometimes I've just been telling people, "Oh, I'm an online entrepreneur," and I just leave it at that. Maybe you've been doing something similar. You've not really been telling people what you do. But there will come a point where you get that idea to do it your way, like I'm doing it my way, and put yourself out there. That's the intimacy card. It's being your authentic self and sharing that with the world, letting your freak flag fly, doing things in your way. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good for you. It's not going to be like challenging. You're not going to have to pretend. You're not going to have to put masks on. It's going to be your true self, putting yourself out there. And so that's how you're going to move forward. That's like a clue to how you're going to move forward. Like slowly, slowly, Aries. This is just the start of it. Now, I'm feeling and I'm hearing that a lot of you Aries, you've already tried, just as I did for 20 years. You've already been doing it, or you've tried it. Maybe you've failed, or you think that you've failed. But you were getting results. You were getting results. And so that's leaving you with some doubt, Aries, and this is saying just be willing, just be willing. Your higher self wants to lead you forward now. Times have changed, Aries. Times have changed. You need to be open and ready to do this, and your key is sharing yourself authentically, putting yourself out there. Your healing work. Letting your freak flag fly, Aries. Being yourself, putting yourself out there. That's just a clue. You see, in this general reading, of course, your higher self, this guidance, I can't tell you what it is specifically for you, Aries. That would have to be in a private reading. But even so, your higher self is saying you don't need to know what it is, because your path will unfold. You will open up like a flower, petal by petal. You don't need to know what the inside of that flower is. You can you let yourself open petal by petal. And it'll be really beautiful unfolding as you do that. You don't need to know, but the only key that you need to know right now on this part of your journey right now is, number one, for you to be willing, Aries, to do it now. And number two, be willing to be your authentic self. The key is being your authentic self and putting yourself out there. You don't need to force it. Just wait for that intuition to come in. Remember, just be willing and wait for those ideas and that intuition to come in, and then go with it and be yourself in it. I expect big things from Aries shortly, but don't rush this. This isn't like, okay, this is the week, now do it and it's all going to work out for you. This is just the start of things, start of great things to come. Even though you started things a while ago, a lot of you, this is like the start of the real story. The real good Aries story is starting right now. Sounds good to me. Does it sound good to you, Aries? If it does, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment. What did you get out of that? How does it resonate with you? You know, I love hearing from you. If you'd like one of those soulmate twin flame readings, book in for one of those right there this weekend. You'll get it half price. Even if it's not half price, it's great value as well. And the readings, they never go away. You can still book in for them all week long. I hope you have an amazing week, Aries. I'm so excited to see your unfolding journey. Have a great week. I'll see you next time. Bye.